Hello everyone, Kyle here from Squaredrop Adventures. Thanks for watching this video. I wanted to make a quick video on the More Expo. This is going to be the last video on my thoughts and vendor videos on the More Expo. There's going to be more videos coming from the More Expo, but they're going to be hiker mods and packing tips and tricks. But thanks for being here. I've noticed that most of you watching are not subscribed to the channel. I'm trying to grow this channel and get you guys the most content out about hiker trailers. If you'd hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. It helps the channel out. Lets me bring more videos to you about hiker and all of the cool things that hiker is doing along with my adventures. A few things about the More Expo, and then I'm going to get into all the things that I purchased and also some other thoughts about the first couple of outings with the hiker trailer. It was fun. The More Expo is awesome. I'm so glad that it's only about 3 hours away from St. Louis here, and it has grown by leaps and bounds the last 3 or so years. This was my third year at the More Expo, and I went with a group of guys that are mostly ham radio operators, but they're actually doing a little bit overlanding too. And it was fun. We had a blast. I got to meet Gary and Tosh from Skyways to Highways, then also Matt and Wendy from MWD Adventures. Got to interview them and talk to them for a while. So again, more videos on hiker trailer mods with those two YouTube channels coming, along with some other stuff. The More Expo again was great. The weather was awesome, but it was a great overlanding expo. If you are in the area, I highly suggest it. Now, it's not going to be as big as all of the overlanding East and West expos, but you know, there was probably, I want to say 300 vendors there that had all types of stuff going on. So it was fun. So now I wanted to go through all of the things that I bought at the More Expo. I got a VIP experience at the More Expo. I purchased the experience. That got you into the camping area a day early. So we arrived on Wednesday and got our camp spot. And then we started to kind of roam around and take a look at the vendors. But I'm going to show you all the things that I purchased, including this chair. I got the 23-0 springback chair here, if you can see it. And this is what I'm sitting on in my living room. Don't ask me why I'm sitting in a camp chair in my living room. Maybe I'm thinking that I'm going to go camping here in my living room, but it's nowhere near of what camping would be. Anyway. So I bought this from CB Adventure Supply they are in Fort Worth, and got this for I think $119 if you're interested in that. I also bought a t-shirt from Becker Supply. It says Midwest on it because of course I live in the Midwest. I couldn't pass that up. The other thing that I purchased were some of these rope rollers from Roller Cam. I actually purchased 3 packs of these. So they're 6 in a pack. So I've got 18 of these that I'm going to use on my awning. And they all came with this paracord. It's not as thick as paracord. It seems to be a little bit thinner. But anyway, like 150 foot of this paracord. So that was, I think each one of these was $40. So I bought 3 of them, and I did get a deal on the third one. And also, I bought, this is a Devos, or a Devos, Light Ranger motion sensor that I purchased. I forgot how much I paid for this, maybe $45, maybe $50. Anyway, this is going to obviously save me whenever I stick this thing on, and it's got a double USB so you can charge. I've got the solar panel on my Light Ranger. It goes into the solar panel, and then this plugs into the Light Ranger, so therefore you can charge whenever this is in line. So this is going to hopefully save some energy. And then also, I got this tactical fire pit kit. I got this because I was going to get a propane ring, fire ring, but anything that is round doesn't pack well in the hiker trailer. So this is square because it uses an ammo can, and I bought a used ammo can from one of the Army surplus stores here in St. Louis. So I'm going to build that, and that is on the list. So that is everything that I purchased at the More Expo. But then also, you know, in the VIP, you get a whole bunch of stickers, you get a whole bunch of patches, this really cool book that says Smoky Mountain National Park, and a makeshift backpack. So that was kind of cool that they provided that stuff for the VIP people that purchased that experience. But also it got you in a day early, which was convenient. All right, so now I wanted to get into kind of just real quick. I've had the hiker trailer out for 3 outings now, and I just wanted to give my initial thoughts on what I'm observing. I'm getting better at setting up. I'm finding out what works, what doesn't work. I'm still having trouble getting the awnings in and getting them all situated. Seems like, you know, there's only really one way that you can put the awnings in, and of course the way that I put the awnings in, it's not the right way. So still getting all the straps in the places where I need the straps. So it is, it's a learning curve, but you know, the more times I do it, the better. I've also noticed that I need more power. I've got a 100 amp hour battery, and I'm going to do a video on the Lucidity battery box that I have, and I've got the 100-watt solar panel that is connected into the solar controller. I'm not 100% sure that I have all of the settings correctly, so I need to do some more work on that, but I've noticed that I use a lot more power than I expected. If you don't have a clear view of the sky and also a sunny day, my batteries are not going to be retopped off while I'm running the fridge. So I took a 49-liter fridge, Iceco fridge, put it on eco mode for the full days, and it was sunny the first couple of days, and then it was cloudy and overcast, and I think that I came home after the 4 days running all on battery power. I think I came back with about 30%. I'll put a screenshot of my graphs from my Victron Smart Shunt, and if anybody knows any reasons why my solar controller is kind of acting wonky from those graphs, please let me know. But anyway, I'm going to get a second 100 amp hour battery so I can spend a little bit more time off grid. Also, one of the things that I'm learning is how to pack. I'm still not 100% pleased with the way that I pack things and the bins that I have. I like the upper cabinets, the cabinet, or I'm sorry, the shelf that's only 6 inches. I've got that thing packed all the way, so I feel comfortable on packing that place in the back of the galley. I'm still not 100% happy with the way that I pack the underside of the hiker trailer. That's where I put like all my water stuff and all of my food, and the power obviously goes down there, but I'm still trying to figure out the bins and what size bins. I mean, I've got some bins that work, but I'm just not happy with the solution. And then the middle rack in the galley is an absolute disaster. I've got just stuff strung all over the place for the galley, and I'm just not really too happy with what's going on there. But I'm assuming with time that will hopefully be a little bit better. I'm hopeful to get a bunch of ideas from HTC 6, and also, you know, there's a ton of YouTube videos from Skyways for Highways and Matt and Wendy that I probably need to go rewatch now that I've have a hiker and say, oh, that will work versus that won't work. The mattress that I have is great. I'm getting good night's sleep on it. I got the 6-inch Milliard foam mattress, memory foam mattress. I got a video on my channel if you want to go take a look at that. That is working out great. It is a full, not a twin. So just keep in mind that I kept on saying twin in the video, but it is a full. It has 3 or 4 inches on each side, and I bought a condensation mat that I set it on. I have not had any condensation in the hiker yet, but I haven't camped in warm weather yet, so that is coming. And I guess maybe I will give you a sit rep on that whenever that happens. But other than that, I am 100%, 110% happy with the hiker. I wish that I had more time during the weekends to go out and actually do some camping. Hopefully this weekend I might be able to get away early from work and go camp. So like I said, every time that I go out, I have a new experience and say, oh yeah, I should have tried that, or that didn't work, this is going to work now, and going through the paces. I still have a lot of videos in the pipe of putting the fridge in the fridge box and getting that all wired up. I also have one about the hot water system, or the instant on hot water tank, tankless tank. I've learned some tips and tricks. Doing dishes with hot water and having hot water is great. Haven't showered in the hiker yet, or outside of the hiker, so that is coming. So whenever I do a video, whenever that happens, I'll do a video on my experiences. But yeah, the hot water and the hot water heater work great whenever you hook them up correctly. So spoiler alert on the video. And I've got some more videos. I put some more drapes up, or I put drapes up and had some issues with them. So I've got a video on that, and also going to do a video on what is underneath your hiker. Have you ever gotten underneath your hiker and taken a look to see where things are located at? So therefore, if things go awry and you're underneath your hiker and you see something, you're like, oh crap, that wasn't there 6 months ago or a year. I'm going to do a video on that. I think that is about it for this update. Thanks for hanging around. Again, subscribe and like, because most of you that watch these videos are not subscribed, and we're trying to grow the channel here to bring you content about hiker trailer and all the adventures that I'm going to have here in the summer months, taking the hiker out. So until then, thanks all. Appreciate it.